Good morning. So today's lesson is going to begin a series of lessons on how to calculate the costs in purchasing a home or purchasing property to build a home. So today we're going to talk specifically about mortgage loans and their down payments. So a mortgage loan is a long-term loan, and usually a mortgage loan goes as high as 30 years. But you can also pick ranges in between 25, 20, 15. Usually the smallest loan for a mortgage is 10 years. So you could pick them in any of those increments. The longest, of course, is typically 30 years to pay off your home or the purchase of your home. So a mortgage is a loan specifically for the purchase of property or a home. So today we're going to calculate the cost of a down payment. Now, when purchasing a home and borrowing money for the purchase of a home, a bank is going to find it very important that you put some kind of down payment on that home, because what that does is it begins to put equity in your home, that your home is worth more than you actually have a loan for. So that becomes the equity in your home. And if you don't have enough of a down payment that the bank tells you you need, then what they're typically going to put on your account is a insurance called a PMI. And a PMI insurance is insurance that shows that you don't have enough equity in your home to match your loan. So you'll pay an extra fee. So it's very important before you purchase land or purchase a home that you have built enough savings to make a significant down payment. Now, the bank will tell you what that down payment will need to be, whether it needs to be 20%, 15%, or 25%. Each bank will have its loan usually put into your contract. Typically, the down payment is a 20%, but it does not have to be. And again, that's going to be set by your bank. So your mortgage loan amount becomes whatever the selling price of that property is minus the down payment. So we'll have to calculate what that down payment will be and then subtract it out. So Jeff and Sarah are purchasing a new home for $270,000. They need to make a 20% down payment on the loan. What is the amount of the mortgage loan needed to finance the purchase? So first thing that we're going to do is calculate that down payment. Now, we've done this many times in the past, and the calculations for this is exactly the same. We're going to take 20% of $270,000. And when I calculate that out, that means that we would have to have $54,000 as the down payment. Now, if you did not have $54,000 to put down towards that home, the bank will still lend you money, but they're going to require that you take out that PMI insurance on the loan. Okay, so now let's calculate what our mortgage is going to be taken out for. So our mortgage loan started at $270,000 for the purchase of the home, but we're going to put $54,000 down on it. So our mortgage loan is going to total $260,000. So with a down payment of $54,000, that leaves us $216,000 left to borrow from the bank. Now, if I only needed to find that loan amount, we simply could have taken 100 minus 20, because if we are putting 20% down, that means we're going to pay 80%. So if we wanted to do a quicker calculation of just the mortgage loan, we'd take 80% of $270,000, and that would give us that $216,000 number. Now, that skips the step of calculating out that down payment first. So if you don't need to know the exact amount of the down payment, that's just a quicker method to calculate our payment. Okay, so I'm going to look in the textbook, and there's a couple concept checks that you can follow with me. If you want to pause the video and check back to make sure you've done it correctly. It says Tom and Sally are considering a purchase of a home that sells for $280,000. What would a 20% down payment be? So again, we're going to calculate the down payment first. So we're going to take 20% of the $280,000, and that gives me a down payment of $56,000. So once I calculate that, I can figure out what my mortgage loan should be. So I'm going to start with the price of the home minus the down payment, and the price of my loan should be $224,000. That's what I'll pay back. Now we'll pay that over a series of anywhere from 10 to 30 years. And if you make extra payments along the way, you can always cut that time down. We'll talk about that in later lessons though. All right, our last example is Bart and Cal want to purchase a home that's selling for $242,500, but they want to make a 30% down payment. So let's calculate that down payment. So we're going to take 30% of $242,500, and that's going to give us $72,750 for that down payment. Now we'll consider the mortgage loan. Whoops. And the mortgage is going to be to take that $242,500 and subtract out that down payment, and our mortgage will be taken out for $169,750. That's how much we would have to pay back to the bank that we borrow. So our down payment is $72,750, and our mortgage loan will be for $169,750. All right, I'm going to put some practice problems up. You go ahead and try those and send me an email if you have any questions. I hope you all have a wonderful day.